Good afternoon, family. Welcome back to another video today at the Greenhouse Homestead. Today's topic, I want to just talk about Yah Farmacy, the natural medicine cabinet that you grow in your garden. I'd like to give a special thanks to J. Sampson Clemens for helping us identify some of the food products that we're going to be talking about that you can begin to plant and how they assist in helping the body with building immunity as well as treating common ailments. So I'm going to first start by talking about the fact that it's been said that Yah first separated the salt from the water and from the fresh water, and he made dry land, planted the garden, made animals and fish, all before making a human. So I'm going to be using anatomy to identify these foods and how they relate directly to the human body. He made and provided what we needed long before we were born. So today I'm going to be talking about these foods that are best and more powerful when you eat them raw. So I need you to get your pens and paper ready and grab your favorite beverage or snack, and let's get started. But before, I would like to add, we were talking about some topics of interest that's currently happening. I'm not going to go into detail during this video, but I would like to mention about the hospitals in New York City, maternity units that are going to be closing down because of the nurses who I stand in solidarity with, because I'm also a nurse. They're walking out because they're refusing to get the air conditioning unit installed. So, and let me also add that the Most High left us a great many clues as we return back to the covenant. And these are the foods and what foods to eat and what foods help what part of the body. So this is the Most High's pharmacy. Amazing. So I also would like to bring attention to the fact that what spurred me to hurry up and get this video made is because of a testimonial, a health testimonial from one of our elders in the Israelite community, Big Judah, who talked about his issues with ejection fraction. And for those of you that don't understand what that means, it's the way the body ejects the blood as it pumps through the left ventricular chamber of the heart. Okay, and not to get too scientific on you, but when I get to the food specific that helps with heart health, we can talk some more about that. And I will also leave some information regarding an article that you can read that helps with that. So the first food we're going to start talking now about carrots, sliced carrots. And if you notice, they look like the human eye. The pupil, iris, and radiating lines look just like the human eye. So now, evidence shows that carrots greatly enhance the blood flow to the function of the eyes. Now, you can also get these in supplement form, in the form of beta-carotene and other things, or lutein and things like that. And you can just visit the website. I'll leave those links below. Number 2, there's actually 12 foods, and those of you in the Israelite community, if you're not understanding what the 12 is symbolic of, I suggest you do further research. But number 2 is tomato. And if you notice in the photo, the tomato has 4 chambers and it is red. The heart also has 4 chambers and is also red. So research has shown that tomatoes are loaded with lycopene and indeed are pure heart blood food. And also good for prostate health. So now when we're talking about the heart foods, the other food that corresponds to that, before I go into detail about the ejection fraction in particular, grapes hang in a cluster that has the shape of a heart. As you notice, each grape looks like a blood cell. And all of the research shows that grapes are also profound heart and blood revitalizing food. And some of the polyphenols can be found in herbal supplements as resveratrol. Again, I will add the link in the description for those of you who do not want to participate in growing your own medicine cabinet. So, as we were talking about the ejection fraction, I did some research in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition. I'm not going to put any links because I don't want my channel flagged for giving out medical information. But you can go there if you're interested in learning more about the DASH diet. And DASH basically stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension. As you know, in the melanated and Israelite community, high blood pressure is running rampant. And this study also talks about how this DASH eating pattern is associated with favorable left ventricular function in the multi-ethnic study of atherosclerosis. So that's also acronym MESA, multi-ethnic study of atherosclerosis. And the article is titled DASH eating pattern is associated with favorable left ventricular function in the multi-ethnic study of atherosclerosis. Big Judah, I just want to take this moment now to shout out and make you aware that you are loved and you are Yah's most humble and faithful servant. And we appreciate the fact that you took us to the second stick, the Book of Mormon, and read from 3rd Nephi and how what was talked about in that portion of the Book of Moses paralleled with some of the health issues that you so humbly shared with the community. And I was just blown away by that. And I just figured I would support our health endeavors with the Israelite community by making this video, and also to enhance what we all need to be doing to return back to the kingdom and help the Father establish the covenant. So those two foods pertaining to the heart are tomatoes and grapes. Okay, so now that link to that article, or just the title, will be in the description. Okay, you'll have to type it in and pull up the article from the Journal of the American College of Nutrition. Okay, now number 4, walnuts. Walnuts look like a little brain, if you notice, a left and right hemisphere, an upper cerebellum or cerebrums, and a lower cerebellums. Even the wrinkles or folds on the nut are just like the neocortex. We now know that walnuts help develop more than 3 dozen neurotransmitters for human brain function. So, if you can't grow a walnut tree, I would suggest you try to get some walnuts, but that also helps with brain function. Okay, also, let me go on now and talk about number 5, kidney beans. You can plant beans, and remember that the kidney beans heal and help maintain kidney function. Yes, and they do. If you notice, they do look exactly like the human kidneys. Dialysis, for those of you who are struggling with dialysis and kidney dialysis, this would help in some of the healing of the kidneys. Okay, if you want to know more about some of these foods, you want to join me on Subscribe Star, where you find your star. It's a membership-only platform where I can go into more detail and talk about these health issues and why I selected these particular 12 foods to grow in the herbal medicine garden of God's Pharmacy, or Yah's Farmacy. Number 6 now, celery, bok choy, and rhubarb. And more other foods look like bones, if you notice. These foods target bone strength, and bones are 23% sodium. And these foods are also 23% sodium. If you think that's not an accident by the Most High. And if you don't have enough sodium in your diet, the body will pull it from your bones, thus making them weak. So these foods replenish the skeletal needs of the body. So, number 7, avocados, eggplants, and pears. They target the health and function of the womb and the cervix of the female, and they look just like these organs. So today's research shows that when a woman eats 1 avocado a week, it balances hormones, it sheds unwanted birth weight from pregnancy, and prevents cervical cancers. And how profound is this? It takes exactly 9 months to grow an avocado from blossom to ripened fruit. And there are over 14,000 photolytic chemical constituents of nutrition in each one of these foods. But modern science has only studied and named about 141 of them. It would be nice if they had identified 144. So the fact that the New York hospital has decided to close its doors on the 23rd of September, or on or about that date, that'll be the last delivery. We're going to have to come up with other ways for Yah's people living in the wilderness or returning to the wilderness, how we're going to deliver our newborns. We have one coming due, in fact, on the 21st of this month in our Israelite community up here in the mountains. So I just wanted to point that out. So let's go on now to number 8. Let's talk about men's health now. Prostate health and testicular health. Figs. If you notice the figs, they're full of seeds and they hang in tubes when they grow, just like a man's testes. Figs increase the mobility of male sperm and also increase the numbers of sperm, as well as overcoming male sterility. Number 9, sweet potatoes. They look just like the pancreas and actually balance the glycemic index of diabetics. So you might want to consider that over regular white potatoes. And then number 10, we have olives. They assist the health and function of the ovaries. That's good to know. Number 11, oranges, grapefruits, and other citrus fruits look just like the mammary glands of the female, notice, and actually assist the health of the breasts and the movement of the lymph in and out of the breasts. So they assist the lymphatic system. Okay. Now, the last one, onions, and its companion, garlic. They also look like the body cells. Today's research shows onions help clear waste materials from all of the body cells. They even produce tears, which wash the epithelial layers of the eyes. We all know what happens when we cut open an onion. So that's what you would know, an actual proof of that. And of course, the garlic also helps eliminate waste materials and eliminates dangerous free radicals from the body. So now, that's all for today. I don't want to go too long in the video. Again, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that it was helpful. And just know that I want to give you a thank you also very much for watching and following our journey on this homestead. And every time you like, share, comment, and subscribe, you are absolutely a helping hand to our homestead. Thank you so much again for watching. Take care. And remember to give thanks to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, Yah. Shalom.